Okay, in this video I'm going to give you my full review of the new Samsung Galaxy Tab S6. I'm going to explain in depth why it's one of the best tablets on the market and why I think it's the tablet that you should buy this year. So sit back, relax, and let's begin. What's up everyone, it's Jason here with Red Bee Labs and welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, we provide in-depth reviews and unboxings for all tech. If this interests you, click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos we release. Okay, let's jump into the review. The Tab S6 has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 processor, comes with 6 GB of RAM for the 128 GB model and 8 GB of RAM for the 256 GB model. The screen is a magnificent 10.5-inch Super AMOLED display with a resolution of 2560 by 1600. The Tab S6 is a beast. I played 4K content and high graphic games, and the Tab S6 handled everything I threw at it. The Tab S6 is also equipped with the new Bluetooth standard 5.0, which yes. Now the battery. The battery power is amazing and will last about 15 hours on one charge with the 7040 milliamp battery. A slight downgrade from last year's model, but the Tab S6 is so thin and light, I will give up the hour. And with fast charging, you're charged up and ready to go in no time. The bezels around it are slim and the corners are slightly rounded, which I like. On the right side, you have the Bixby button / power key, which I disable immediately. I mean, no offense to Bixby, but we just don't get along. Also on the right side is the volume up and down keys, as well as the micro SD card slot for expanded storage. On the left side, you have the Pogo pin connector for the keyboard attachment. On the bottom, you have your USB-C port for fast charging. Flipping it over, instead of the glass back this year, Samsung gave us an aluminum unibody instead, which is a little more durable and drops, so thank you, Samsung. The Tab S6 is equipped with quad speakers with Dolby Atmos support, as well as sound by AKG. Now there's no headphone jack, just a USB-C port, so run out and get you some Bluetooth headphones because as they're trying to tell you now, it's the future. Also, there's 2 cameras on the back, a 13 megapixel wide angle camera and a 5 megapixel ultra wide. I hear these are really good cameras. They have an optical fingerprint scanner that does a really good job about 9 out of 10 times. A quick tip I learned was scan the same finger multiple times so you'll get the best experience with the fingerprint scanner. You can also use facial recognition or set up a pin if you like, but I kind of like the fingerprint scanner. It just seems more secure than the facial recognition because there's been a lot of pictures and such that can beat it. The Tab S6 ships with Android 9 and is skinned with One UI, which I really like. It's got a real clean, sleek, and minimalistic look to it. Now, personally, I prefer stock Android, so I usually go and get Nova Launcher on all my Android devices and add the Google Companion, but that's just me. For this review, I decided to leave One UI and check out some of the features that it brings. For one, you get a side panel to add access to your favorite apps. Also, swipe from the left gets you news and information for people who use Bixby. Now the S Pen, which is included in the box and free Apple. Okay, I have only one bad thing to say about the S Pen. It feels cheap and plasticky, but other than that, it's a good stylus. The S Pen magnetically attaches to the back of the Tab S6 and charges. About 10 minutes of a charge will get you through the entire day, which is pretty amazing. You got to be careful because hit it with your finger and it will fall off the back because it's just a small magnet holding it on the back. So just be careful with that. The S Pen has an internal battery and that's how it's able to perform the air gestures. The air gestures let you control your media and camera and a few other things. To control your media, just click the button to play and pause a movie, double tap to fast forward, hold the button and swipe up to switch the cameras. Swipe left or right to scroll through the different camera modes. You can click the button to take a picture. And with the screen off, you can click the button and you can just start taking a note right on the screen. Okay, so tap the S Pen icon on the right and a menu will appear. First you have Create a Note From. Create a Note From allows you to use the S Pen to write a note, and any note you take can be converted to text, which I think is pretty cool. It has that ORC, and it'll just go through and find out everything you wrote and spit it out in text for you. Sometimes my writing is a little horrible, and I definitely need to send a note to somebody, and they need to be able to read it. So that's an extra feature that's really great. Once you convert and save your notes, you can search all your notes from the Finder search, which I think also is pretty cool. You get system-wide searching and it searches your notes. Yes. Second, we have View All Notes. View All Notes allows you to view all the notes you have taken. You can edit them, convert them, share them, create, and put them in categories. You can favorite them, delete them, print them, set them as reminders, lock them, and pin them to the home screen. Third, we have Smart Select. Smart Select allows you to take a screenshot, extract the text, pin it to the screen, and save the image or create an animated GIF. Fourth, we have ScreenWrite. ScreenWrite takes a picture of the screen and lets you annotate on the screen. Then you can save and share the image. Fifth, we have Live Message. Live Message allows you to take a picture or pick a picture or video or a background color for the background moment. Once you choose, click Start, then write your message. Click Done and watch the live message come to life. You can share and save it, then retrieve it from the collection options in the live message menu. Sixth, we have AR Doodle. AR Doodle allows you to take a photo and then, just like in Snapchat, where they already have the filters that just pop on your face like a cat or something like that, you can actually draw in real time. Glasses, you can draw yourself a hat, you can draw yourself whatever you want, and it'll show up on the picture. Then you can save that and send it to friends. Seventh, we have Translate. Translate allows you to translate any word. You choose the language you want to translate, then you select the target language, then you click the S Pen button, then drag and select the word, then you hover over the word, and it automatically gives you the translation. It also has a little button where you can tap to speak the word to you. Eighth, we have Pinup. So Pinup is a social media network that allows users to interact with each other using drawing. I don't draw, so I didn't sign up for the social network service, but if any of you guys have used this, please drop a comment below. And if you're using it, I hope you're enjoying it. I want to stop for a moment and talk about the keyboard cover, which is one of my favorite covers hands down, and how I wish there was a cover like this for my iPad Pro. I mean, seriously, I have been looking for something like this for years now, and Samsung just said, boom, here you go, Jason. The perfect keyboard for you. Now, the keyboard cover comes in two parts. Okay, one is on the back cover with a vacuum seal suction. And that's securely to the back. I tried to wiggle and shake that thing and it wouldn't come off. There's a little compartment on the top which holds the S Pen in. My favorite feature is that it has a built-in kickstand like the Surface Pros. So I can place it at a different angle to type, watch movies, play games, and take notes. The stand also allows for an awesome tabletop and lap usage. So I don't get it falling out of my lap. I don't, on a tabletop, you're fine anyway. You got a bunch of space, but I don't have it sitting awkwardly in my lap and falling to the side. Now, the keyboard is a little, well, we got to make sure you get the right position, but if you just have the backing and it's got this keyboard stand in your lap, you're good to go. Now, I haven't forgotten about the keyboard. The keyboard has real keys and an excellent click sound when you type. The keyboard also comes equipped with a trackpad with mouse functionality, left and right click and gestures. Now there's no backlit keys and the backspace and number keys are a little small, but I still think that even with those couple of bad things, the keyboard experience is just that great. Although sold separately, I recommend you picking the keyboard cover up to complement your Tab S6. So please go out and get that. Now, DeX. DeX Mode is Samsung's attempt to turn the Tab S6 into a laptop, which actually really works. There are two ways to enter DeX mode. First, you can slide down the notifications tray and swipe again to get to the settings, and then tap the DeX mode icon. Second, you can attach the keyboard, and if you have it set up, it will automatically just jump right into DeX mode. Okay, now that DeX is launched, you get a desktop-like view. So starting from the bottom left, you have the DeX button, and that houses the Exit DeX button, DeX Labs, How to Use, Notice, and Contact. Next, we have the applications and the ability to search for any app that you can't find here. Next, we have the multitask window that shows all the current open apps. Then we have the home button, which minimizes all the open windows and shows the desktop. Then we are all familiar with this one. It's the back button. So if you're in an app and you progress forward, then you can always click this and it just takes you right back. The apps in the middle are able to be pinned and used as favorites or apps you use often. You can replace this with other apps to make it more customizable for you. This is Android, so everything is customizable. One cool thing to mention is that you will get a little dot above the app that lets you know it's currently open. So you get a little visual dot that just says, hey, this is open. If it's minimized, just know it's open when you're closing things. Or this icon is a notification icon, which, well, yes, you guessed it. It shows you all your notifications in one spot. So that's nothing new. And next we have the quick settings, where here we go again. And you have all your quick settings to manage in this one spot. Here we have an on-screen keyboard for your use. If you don't have a keyboard case or a wired or a Bluetooth keyboard attached, you can just pop this on the screen and just go to town. I like the fact that DeX mode gives you a clean interface, but a familiar one, so you feel right at home while using it. If you've used a Mac or a Chromebook or a PC, it's kind of the same. It's not something, revolutionary different. Okay, so in my opinion, the Tab S6 is a powerhouse for work and play. The ability to use a tablet running Android and a laptop running DeX at the same time automatically makes this the best Android tablet, hands down. As someone who lives in both worlds all the time, of Android and iOS, I gotta tell you that the Tab S6 is a true rival to the iPad Pro. And that's hard for me to say because I love my iPad Pro. So if you're a person that loves Android and wants a tablet that does every single thing and more, this is the one to get. I'll have some affiliate links in the description so you can pick up the Tab S6 and the keyboard cover for yourself, because seriously, this tab is worth getting. Before you go, I want to thank you for watching the video to the end. And if you found value in this video, smash the like button and leave a comment or two. As always, this is Jason, and I'll catch you in the next one.